Okay, Miss Patricia. Okay, great. Hello, welcome, welcome. Letting you know that we have plenty of time. My next speaker is not showing up, so we have at least till 8:30 or about 8:25. Okay,
Okay.
and let me introduce you. I'm having so many computer problems today. I don't know if anybody else is. Everything keeps like jamming up on me. I want to be able to introduce you. So Patricia today is going to be talking about how to overcome depression with radio meditation. She has a background. Her mission is to help people to tune into their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energies naturally, and to raise their vibration to a higher level. With over 40 years of empirical intuitive learning, she's a missionary of amazing transformational story and a visionary of a bioantenna effect postulate. She founded Moving Energies in 2004 to serve as a creator, practitioner, and a teacher of natural tuning healing, distant energy work, radio meditation, soul symbols, intuitive energy, wellness evaluation, and other energy wellness programs. She's also an Amazon best-selling author in English and Spanish. You can find her on her website as her last name first, Gav, Gaviria, Patricia. Gaviria, Patricia at blogpost.com. Well, thank you for being here today, and please share with us your mission and what it is that you want to share with the world.
Thank you, Sherry, so much. Yeah, glad to be here. And today I'm going to be talking about how to overcome depression with radio meditation. I think this is a very important subject these days, especially when a lot of people are, inside the houses, they change everything in their routines, and they started to feel different and not knowing what to do sometimes. But let me begin saying that depression is a natural condition of every single human being. Everybody in certain moment of our lives, we have feel different. We have feel depressive states, and you can go to different concepts and different fields. But nobody can deny that in certain moments of our life, we feel down, we feel sad, anxious. We feel that our body doesn't actually respond to what we want. We don't want to talk, we don't want to eat, we don't want to do anything. And we feel that our mind it is in a place that don't understand, that we start to lose the capacity to know who we are, where are we going, what should we be doing, and our emotions become negative. No matter if we are living in a paradise, our emotions get like different. Sometimes we don't have even words to describe what we are feeling. And we look around and see everything negative. And even in certain moments, we think, oh my God, this world is ending. This is it. And when we feel so bad physically and mentally and emotionally, even if we are people that believe in a greater or wiser energy of creation, we start to lose that connection. We feel sometimes that, okay, we are abandoned here. What is the sense of our life to come and suffer and suffer and suffer? And we feel overwhelmed with all these conditions or emotions. All those conditions can be part of us for just a short period of time, or they become part of our lives. Even if they go and come like a roller coaster, they become part of our life. So I know about it when I talk about depression. For more than 25 years of my youth, I was living just like that. All the time feeling bad, didn't know why exactly. And I searched everywhere. I went to all fields. I took medicine, I took therapy, I went everywhere. And even if I respect all of those fields, no one seems to go to the root of my problem in that moment. And all the concepts that they gave me, for me, didn't have 100% of logic. So I kept searching and searching until I was able to awake that beautiful and powerful tool that all of us have, which is that divine inner guide. And not just that self-communication or inner communication showed me a new perspective, but it guided me step by step in what to do with my physical energy, with my mental energy, and with my spiritual energy, until I was able to transform my life in all aspects. But I want to tell you exactly what was that new perspective that really changed my conception about depression. First, let's just say that we are beings of energy. We cannot see ourselves as a body, because we are not just one stream of energy, but that stream is divided in 3 independent currents: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. Each current brings unique information, unique raw material that we need to have a good life. And not just we are energy beings, but we are electromagnetic beings, meaning we are able to transmit waves of energy and to actually catch waves of energy from everything around and from the universe. And that makes us biological radio antennas. And to understand more a little about this, let's remember how a radio device works. If you remember, no long time ago, we have this technology that we manually have to move and search for the right frequency or the right radio station that we want to listen, right? Today is a little different. We have the scanner that jumps from one radio station to the next one. But for us, we have to move actually manually the tuner. So if we want to listen, let's say the musical station, the first step is to put some energy in the radio, in the device. So we plug it in, we bring the electricity, or we put some batteries on, and we give a certain amount of charge. But then we have to do something else. We actually have to search for the right frequency that we want to listen. So let's say the musical station is 95.7 FM. So we manually move the tuner to that specific point. And what happened? The antenna begins to emit in that velocity, in that frequency, waves of energy. And start to search in the air where all the radio stations are broadcasting. And it will match with the one that is the music one, transmitting in that frequency. So the music will come through that channel of those waves that are matching. They will come through and will go through the device. When we are in tune of that station, we can listen the music, everything sounds so harmonic, we like. If someone is singing, the voice is clear and neat. And we say the radio is in tune. But do you remember what happened if we move that tuner, even if it's just a little, to lower frequencies or to higher frequencies, to any side, away from that tuning point? If you remember, we go to static spaces where the music begins to fade and begins to lose its properties. And there is noise and distortion and static. And in more we go away from that tuning point, in more we lose the qualities until we reach levels that the music just disappears. And we say the radio is out of tune. And if you remember, in those moments, even our ears and our bodies felt so bad. And I said, no, turn that off. That is it's something that it's causing us some feelings that we don't want. Okay, we are the same. We humans are the highest technology of this planet. And we have time to learn about all the technology that we have created, computers and cellular phones and everything, but we forget sometimes to search and to learn about our own features. When we are born, we get assigned to one specific space in the whole universal spectrum, where our energy manifests in a unique frequency, meaning all the particles of our self move in just a unique velocity. And that is great to understand, because that gives us the capacity to manifest in a way that no one and nothing else in the whole universe will manifest. So we have unique thoughts, unique emotions, unique experiences. But the most important is we have a unique connection with the universe. It's like each one of us has one and unique radio station that brings for us the right information that our body needs to know how to work in rhythm, in coordination. It is able to self-heal. Our mind, when it's connected and vibrating in that specific frequency, it's capable of using logic. It's capable of being creative and bringing solutions to any problem or situation that we have to face. Our mind is awake to understand everything that we have to face in our physical world. And the good part about our mind is that by effect, it brings the emotions. So when we are thinking in positive, we will by effect have positive emotions. And when our body and our mind and our emotions are vibrating in that unique frequency that is for each one of us, and we are connected with the universe, then by choice, we will be able to to tap into the higher and wiser information from the spiritual part. But what happens if our energy starts to go out of tune? Every day when we go out, we face things that push our energy. Our energy is so subtle, and like a pendulum can move to lower frequencies or to higher frequencies. And we start to go out of that tuning point that connects us with the wellness. And in more we go away, in more we lose our positive aspects, our capacities to live our life. And in more we go away, we lose something positive and we gain something negative. So our emotions begin like we don't understand what it is. We feel like we are empty, and we need to feel that. So we get scared. Our mind loses the capacity to actually bring solutions. So we start to lose our self-confidence. We feel like, okay, every time that I do something, the outcome is not the one that I want. So I start to lose, I start to doubt about my capacities. And no matter if we are surrounded and we live in a paradise, we feel like we are missing something. We feel negative. We see everything dark outside. No matter what we have, good or bad, we feel that. And there is something that is very, very usual, and I did for many years, was trying to go out and change my life around, trying to change everything inside me. I went to change and to move things and to keep searching and searching and searching for someone or for something that will give me happiness, that will change my sadness. Until I understood that changes are not from outside to inside. Changes are first from inside, and then we project that energy to outside. And then we may change things around. So the depression is not for me, is my concept, is not an illness, is not an issue, but is when our energy, for any reasons, go out of tune. And the thing is this, we are capable of bringing our energy back whenever we want. Many things can take our energy out of tune, but no one has the capacity but us of bringing it back to that point of attunement. Now, the tricky part is that because we have three different energies, three currents, the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, we have to search for different tools to move each current and bring it to the point of alignment. Today is a very good part of our life, that we have a lot of information on how to let's say, balance our body, which is the first step. When in the radio, we need to put certain amount of energy. In the same way, we have to charge our body. If our body doesn't have enough charge, our brain or our emotions or anything is going to be negative. That's for sure. So we work in our physical, and we know we have a lot of information now, a lot of information in how to eat healthy, how to do exercise and a lot of things. But we cannot forget the second part, which is when we have the radio, we put the energy. The second is to search for the right frequency. And then is when radio meditation is a very powerful tool to bring our mental vibration in the right frequency that we want to listen. So with radio meditation, which is a little more active way of meditate, we don't have to put our minds in blank. We just have to bring all the vibration into the point that we can use or catch the whole spectrum of positive aspects that the universe brings. And we have to understand this. The universe is just source of positive energy. It's like when we have like a light bulb and we turn the switch on, and it creates like a cone of light. There is a source of light. The shadow is an effect. We may say shadow is something real, right? Because we are seeing it. But there is not source of the shadow. There is not a switch that we turn to create the actual shadow. The shadow is an effect where the light doesn't go. In the same way, when we are connected with the universe, we are streaming all the positive aspects that the universe broadcasts constantly. But when we go out of tune and we go to those static spaces, we create an effect. In more we block the light, in more we get negative things. So again, radio meditation, it's a powerful tool to do just that, to move our mental vibration to that point. And by effect, like I said, we create and generate the emotions. Because usually we are fighting with our emotions. We want to change our emotions. But we are going to lose the battle when we try to force our emotions. I always tell people, if we have like a piano, like a keyboard, and the whole piano is a system to create sound. But if we want to listen, what we have to do? We actually have to activate each key. And the whole system will produce as an effect the sound. Or if we want to listen to the music from the radio station, we actually have to generate that vibration. And the music will be an effect. The radio is not the one creating directly the music. The radio just generates the right frequency. And the music will come through as an effect. So the same, when we have positive thoughts, by effect, the universe will send us positive emotions. And no matter what we are facing, we can be in a very difficult situation and traumatic situation, that we will keep our calm, our capacity to act, our tranquility, our faith that we will be able to do something constructive when we are facing something destructive. So we lose the fear, actually, of being sad sometimes. We know that if for any reason our energy goes out of that tuning point, we allow to feel scared, we allow to feel down for moments. But we know that we have the control and the capacity to bring it back to that point where we just feel fine again. I was talking today with someone and I told her, and I told her it is in our capacity to change everything. We are the owners of our own radios. We have the capacity to match any positive frequency from the universe. It's in us. So we lose the fear. When, let's say, when we are hungry, okay, we are working, we are busy, and we feel hungry. Our body starts to scream for food. Even if we are feeling discomfort in our body, we usually don't get panic because we know that, okay, in 1 hour or 2 hours, when I'm done with my work, I'm going to be able to go to the restaurant or to my home and I will eat. So I always tell people, it's the same when we are sad or when we are anxious. We usually generate more panic about it. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to feel this like with sadness, or I don't want to have anxiety, but we create a bigger emotion with our fear because we don't believe we have the capacity to change that. But when we understand that with different tools that let's say today we are talking about radio meditation, we can bring our mind again. We can, let's say, we can give food to our mind if it's hungry. We lose the fear. We lose the fear to sometimes feel down, sometimes feel anxious. Sometimes we just don't want to do anything. We don't feel it. We don't feel like it. But we don't generate more fear about it. Okay? There is anybody that want to ask something or to share something if you have been in certain moments of your life feeling that you cannot control those feelings that I said are so natural.
I've been dealing with depression for about 10 years, and I was just feeling like I was a fish in a bowl, and I was just like sucking up air, but my life really had no purpose, and I was no longer waking up feeling grateful for my life or that it was going anywhere. And I started working with a healer, and I started to feel better, but then I stopped working with that healer, and just a just an emptiness, just a loneliness, general, fatigue and lack of purpose, and just kind of feeling down all the time.
Okay, like I said, we have to, one of the things that I do with people when I work with them is to make them realize in which level of attunement each current is. Because like I said, the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, they are like an equalizer. We are not just radio antennas, but we are a natural equalizer. So sometimes our body can be out of tune, but our mind is in tune, or our mind is out of tune, and our body also is out of tune. So we
Yeah,
start
they're both out of tune.
exactly.
They're both.
And to actually generate a good result is when we start to move each current. First, our physical, then our mental, and then our spiritual. So usually when, let's say, people are, for any reason, for work or for their habits or for many reasons, they have to stay still for long hours. Let's say they have to work in a computer for 10 hours. They don't go out to see sun or anything. They don't have enough time to move their bodies. That is the first step where our physical energy is going to start to go out and out and out of tune, and it's going to grab our mental energy also to negative, so our emotions are going to start to be negative. If you remember any time in your life where when you have a surgery or you have the flu or something and you have to stay for a long period of time on bed, let's say, the first thing that happens is our emotions start to be negative. We start to get so sensitive and we start to cry for everything and we don't understand why. And the problem is we start to search in outside for something to blame because we don't know exactly what is going on. We feel sad, we feel bad, and we want to give a reason. So we start to search around and we start to fight with I don't know, with the family and with the doctor. I don't know, but the first step is to check, and that's what I also do with people. I work a lot one-on-one, is to see which ones are their habits. What is happening with their habits that are keeping their physical or their mental or their spiritual energies out of you, and how to bring them back. Everything that it's happening is normal for all of us. But how long do we keep our energies out of tune? That is the question. For how long do I keep my energies out of tune? And how I can actually learn to bring them back. So you have to first search a lot, is to see which your body, in what position is your body. Because no matter how hard you try sometimes to stay in positive, I bet you struggle saying, I want to feel positive and I want to do this. But if your body, for any reason, for health or something, is pushing you down, it's going to be it's going to be harder. I'm not saying impossible, but it's going to be harder. So the first step is see how we can bring your body to that tuning point. And then
what happens is you wake up and I have a lot of GI issues and a lot of pain in my back and my legs. So I wake up and I feel physical pain. And then and then my mind says, I don't want to be feeling this pain. What can I do about it? And then you can't do anything about it. So the mental involved, and then you get emotional, and because you get upset because you can't change it, and then it becomes like one feeds the other, and then you become more physically sick because your emotions are involved on a wheel. I've been trying very hard to stop that process and just say, okay, if my body is feeling pain today, I'm going to sit with the pain and I'm not going to react to it.
Okay. Yeah, and
And
like I said, there are ways of activate the body, even if you cannot move. But you will charge your body with enough energy that allows you to keep your mind in positive if you want. So there are, if for any reason you cannot move, or I don't know which is your condition, but if for any reason you cannot stand up and actually generate enough energy, there are other tools. There are other tools that will bring your body a little up, but the most important is to work with the mental tuning that will keep your emotions, at least, like you said, you understood that, okay, I can not change right now my physical condition, but at least inside I feel fine. I don't allow myself to go down in a depression. Okay, but it's very important for you to see the difference when your body is in tune or not, and when your mind. And remember, it's equalizer, so you can move both independent and work them independent.
Right.
Okay. There is anybody else that want to share or ask something? Okay, Nicole, but thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
To finish, I just want to say that I remember when I was so down during my youth and those hard moments, that I didn't want nobody putting me like a stamp that I was a depressive person, you know. I had to keep trying. I knew there was something different to understand, because we humans, like I said, we are the highest technology of this planet. And if we take the time to understand how to deal with our features, how to use them, we have more power than anything else outside. There are not more powerful energy that our own energy to transform ourselves. Nothing outside can be stronger than our own energy, our own intention, our own understanding, and our connection with the universe. All the information that we need, it's out there. It's out there. We just have to bring it, and to take moments to listen what the universe is telling, and what the universe is communicating, and what the universe is moving around us to give us a better life. But we have to use that time. We sometimes spend years trying to understand how a computer works. I still keep learning every day. There are different things to learn. Or the cellular phones, on all these new technologies. But sometimes we forget that we have a need to spend time with our own technology. And we will see miracles every day in our life when we are connected with the universe. So right now, I don't know if Sherry is there, or there is anybody that wants to say something or to ask something. So I will talk a little about if someone is interested in the new perspective or a different perspective about depression. The one that gave me the capacity to really change my life forever. It's this book that it is in Amazon. It's was my first book in Spanish, but this one is in English. Return to Happiness: Overcoming Depression with Your Body, Mind, and Spirit. And it will tell exactly the new perspective in how to see and how to treat, and all the natural tools that we have available that sometimes are so simple and natural that we actually don't believe and underestimate the power of that simple and natural. But those are the inner tools that we have. Those are the tools that are with us since the beginning of our time as a species and as humans when we born. So if you want, I'm going to put in the chat the information and the links. Let me see if okay. And I also have one program that is called In Tune. It's 7 weeks, and I work with people. Like I said, I like to work one-on-one because every person is different. We are unique beings, and our conditions are different. So I work with them. I teach them how to actually create new habits and to move their energies to that tuning point where we can recover all our abilities, all our capacities. Because the more we go away from that tuning point, we start to lose. Even if we want to feel good or have the capacity to act in a proper way, we lose that capacity. And we are going to lose the battle just trying to fix everything around us. To change that, the first step is to move our energies back and to learn to feel our energy, our physical, where it is vibrating, where our mental energy is vibrating in lower frequencies, in higher frequencies. What I have to do? Do I have to bring it up to the middle, or do I have to calm my energy down to the middle? And it's very important for us to actually do that every single day, to bring our moment, to bring our connection, and to go back to that essential feeling that the universe gives us. The universe never stops broadcasting, never. We are the ones turning off our radio or changing the frequency and losing the connection. But it is in us to go back. to that connection. Okay, so Sherry, do you want to say something, or how we are with the time?
You can carry on right now.
Hello, I just came back. I'm good.
Hello,
No.
Sherry. How we are with the time?
No, we're doing fine. We're good. You can wrap it up, and at the same time, we'll bring out anybody who's still here to come out on the panel. So, there's no rush, we're good. So if you want to do a door prize, you can offer that and have everybody put in the chat a winning number.
Okay, yeah. My door prize is a session of natural tuning. Like I said, I will try to help you figure out the level of attunement of your energies, and to find which right tools can help you to bring those energies back. So will be a natural tuning session.
Okay, so I want you to put down on a piece of paper a number from 0 to 100, and everybody in the chat who would like to win a prize, put down a number. Look at this, my cat is meowing, unusual meow. Out of nowhere, it's like, I'm a little distracted. A little crazy. Okay, so thank you, Patricia, and anybody in the chat who is just joining us, or you're just jumping back into the room. Patricia is doing a door prize giveaway. Put in the chat from 0 to 100. And then we're going to have a panel, and any of the presenters that are still in the room, we're going to have a little talk. So, okay, we have some numbers coming in the chat. Make sure that you didn't win anything before. So if you won anything, Miss K, you cannot win again if you already won something from anybody else. Okay. Only one prize per person per day. Okay, so Patricia, we're going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and anybody in the chat with the closest number to your guess is going to be the possible winner. Okay, so everybody, last chance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Patricia, what is your guess? What is your
Okay, so my number is
14.
14. So I don't know. I don't see which one is.
Miss K got a prize already.
No, wait, that's Pam Bell, but it says Miss K.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
the names are like mixed today because, yeah. So.
Oh, Pam, that's you. That's the only Miss K in the room. That's kind of really weird.
Yeah, it's me. I don't know why it says that.
Oh, well,
Are mixed.
cool. So Pam,
This is the first time I ever won, ever.
Oh, I'm great. So it's Pam, Pamela, or Pam?
Yeah. See, Pamela's fine.
Yeah. That's
So let me
weird.
see if I see your face or is.
So she can thank you, Pam, for being with us. Pam has been regular with me. She's also one of my buddies. So so congratulations for winning.
Thanks.
And I think Peter just finished in the playroom. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to have like a conversation here in the main room. We're going to bring out any other presenters that are still available, and we're going to have a little panel.